of the IPCC, too. They say there's no consensus that warming will be harmful.
It is extraordinarily unlikely you would get agreement on something that complex.
Right. You may have heard that 1,600 scientists signed a letter warning of devastating consequences. But I bet you hadn't heard that 17,000 scientists signed a petition saying there's no convincing evidence that greenhouse gases will disrupt the Earth's climate. No one debates that there's been a slight warming, about 1 degree in the past 100 years. And it looks kind of scary if you isolate that. But when you get some perspective, you see it's not such a big deal. In fact, for much of the past 10,000 years, the Earth has been warmer than it is today.
Climate changes. It changes a lot more than human beings can influence it.
Michael says scientists often raise the worst possibility to get money.
Let's imagine there's a Senate hearing. The senator who disperses the funds goes to the administrator of NASA and says, I've heard global warming is the most serious problem confronting mankind. Can your agency use another $2 billion a year to study this thing? What's he going to say? No?
So you exaggerate to get funds?
Yes.
The average person hears the temperature has changed a ½ degree. So what? Changes more than that while they wait for the streetlight to change. So they need to get something to get people excited. And they start talking about ice sheets melting and disease vectors advancing and storms increasing.
Oh yes, the storms.
Driving rains and gigantic waves.
We in the media talk lots about that.
This El Nino may be an omen of a much more frightening change in the Earth's climate. Is this just the beginning?
Well, we don't know. And the White House press secretary later clarified the president's position.
That there is, quote, considerable uncertainty, close quotes, that's in this recent report, relating to the science of climate change.
But the children are worried.
Floods will happen, and we won't be able to breathe. And if we can't breathe, we'll probably go extinct.
I think it's tragic that someone has frightened these kids.
But I keep hearing how global warming is causing bad weather.
We looked very closely at hurricanes, at tornadoes, at hail, at storminess. None of those things are increasing. They are not getting worse.
Better to be safe than sorry. Maybe we are warming the atmosphere.
At what cost are you sorry? $1 trillion? Is $1 trillion sorry enough to destroy the American economy?
An Energy Department study says if we try to reduce global warming by restricting emissions, gas prices will go up 50%, electricity 80%. And the best estimate shows that even that wouldn't affect temperature more than a fraction of a degree.
So we could spend billions of dollars, raise gas prices, make no difference, just waste the money.
That's right.
And for what? Bet you haven't heard this. Some scientists say global warming would be a good thing. Most of the 1 degree warming that's occurred has been in the coldest parts of the globe. The United States has warmed only ½ degree in 100 years. No real change here, but in Siberia,
It's warmed up from -40 to -38 in the last 50 years. How much money do you want to pay to stop that? I don't think that would be a real popular proposal in the dead of winter in Alma-Ata.
A little warming is okay.
Maybe a little warming is better.
maybe. That's not what you usually hear on TV.
Coming up next, The Way We Were.